guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm very excited to be testing out Sisley's blurring powder. It's this bad boy right here. It's actually called the Blur Expert. Now this has actually been out for a few months already. It was released and then it sold out really quickly. So I finally have my hands on it. I believe it's restocked pretty much everywhere. So this product just seems very promising. I'm very intrigued with what it says it's going to do for my skin. It is a perfecting smoothing powder, is what it says on the box. And in the back here it says it beautifies, smooths, and mattifies the skin for a flawless finish, a blurring effect, and a luminous matte result while remaining invisible and natural. It is a universal shade for all skin types. The part of it being a universal shade, I'm not quite sure of. Let me show you guys the product itself. This is what it looks like. It's a very beautiful, sleek packaging. I actually really like this. I love the size of it. The only downfall for me is the fact that you can see your fingerprints all over this packaging, and that just really gets on my nerves. This right here is what the product looks like inside. It is really pretty, and it's very different. It does not look at all like a powder. To me, it actually looks like it's a cream product. And even to the touch, now I have not used this, but I did swatch it. And even to the touch, it feels kind of creamy. Let me swatch this again a little bit. And then hopefully you guys can see my little swatch right here. It definitely seems like there is pigment. But we're gonna see how it translates onto the skin. At the moment, I don't exactly believe that this is a universal powder unless you do use it in a specific way. So according to Sisley, there's actually multiple ways of using this product. Today, we're gonna test out 2 different ways of using it. One half of my face, I'm gonna do it one way and then a different way on the other half of my face. So one way that they recommend using it is over your primer before you apply your foundation, but that's how I'm gonna do it on the left side of my face. And then on the right side, I'm gonna do my foundation and then apply the powder over it. So we'll see which technique works better, at least for my skin. I do have quite a bit of texture, a lot more on my left side than on my right side. So I'm very excited to use this, and let's just go ahead and get into it. Because of the formula, you are gonna need something a little bit more dense to pick up more of the product. Because I think if you go in with a fluffy brush, you're not gonna be able to pick up a lot of it, again, because of the formula. So today I'm using my It's Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Powder number 701 brush. So we'll use this, and I'm just gonna go ahead and dig into this powder. And I picked up about that much. I don't know, I'm like a little afraid to put on too much. Okay, there I go. I picked up a little bit more for some reason, and I have that much right there. And so I'm just gonna kind of like push it into my skin and then buff it in a little bit. I hope you guys are able to see this. Definitely the pores on my left side of the face look a lot smaller and definitely much more smoother. And it did mattify this side of my face as well. Oh, I totally forgot to tell you guys. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at this. So I typically use this Tarte, the Clean Slate Timeless Primer. I use this pretty much every day before I apply my foundation. But because this is more of a pore smoothing product, I didn't want to use something and not be able to tell exactly what the powder did, like what kind of a difference the powder made. So I opted out of using this one today, and instead I just went in with my Hourglass number 28 Primer Serum. My skin has been a little bit dry lately, so this really helps out with that. I'm gonna apply just a little bit more because I didn't go on my forehead at all, and I didn't take it out all that much. Although like this right here is more of my problematic area. I just, I want to apply it everywhere. So let's just do the half side of the face. And yeah, if you have, pretty decent skin, if you don't have a lot like to cover, if you don't like to use a foundation that much, maybe something like this would be really good for you. If I didn't have all of this redness and all these blemishes going on, I think I would rock this on its own. So far, it looks really nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply some foundation now. The foundation I'm gonna use today is this one from Dior, is the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. And for reference, mine is in the shade 3WO. So I'm just gonna go in and apply it with a brush. This is one of my favorite foundations. I really like how my skin looks with it. It gives a really nice and natural finish, but it does a pretty good job at covering. It's not full coverage, but you can definitely build it up. But yeah, it's definitely one of my favorites. And it's actually applying really nicely over that powder. So I was a little bit nervous about it. I have in the past tried that trick of powdering before putting on your foundation to make your makeup last longer. And it does work quite well, but it's not a technique I don't know, I don't really follow that type of technique much. All right, so here we are with my foundation on, and I also applied some concealer. I do see that my foundation and my neck don't match that well. I did self-tan yesterday, and I forgot to take that into consideration when I was picking out a foundation. So yeah, there's that. But okay, the powder, I do see a difference. Actually, I see quite a bit of a difference between my left side and my right side with my pores. Here they are they're very much blurred on my left side, and they're pretty prominent on the right side of my face. I don't really see too much luminosity at the moment, but I do feel like it did a really good job with blurring my skin. So now I'm gonna go ahead and, let's see, where did I put? Grab this brush again and pick up some more product, and we're gonna apply it over the foundation on my right side of the face and kind of see how that sits. See if it also changes the color of my foundation. So we're gonna press that in. And I've gotta say, I feel like it did darken up my foundation a little bit. So this is definitely not a universal product. So yeah, so that kind of sucks, like, for people with like lighter skin. Now, as far as my texture, I don't like it as much as I like it on this side. I can still see my pores. I actually kind of do feel like it gave me a little bit of luminosity, but it's backfiring a little bit on me, at least, because it's showing my pores even more. So honestly, I do not like it as much over my foundation. Okay, so I just want to wear it like this and kind of see what happens. I'm gonna finish doing the rest of my makeup, and then I'll be right back to let you guys know how everything applied over it and give you guys my final thoughts on this product. All right, so my makeup's all done, and I've gotta say, I am actually very pleased with this product. I really like how my skin looks. I definitely prefer the side where I applied the powder before putting on the foundation. I think it looks a lot smoother. I don't really think the color affected this side of the face, whereas this one, I do see that it is a little bit darker. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. I do think that anybody that has a fair light, even a light medium skin tone, is going to see a difference with their complexion when using this. So I would recommend, if this is something that you're interested in or that you have, to just use it under your foundation. Now, my right side where I applied this product over the foundation, I actually do think it still looks really nice, but my pores are not as smooth as they are on my left side. Now, I do think it helped out a little bit with the blurring. I also think that this side looks a lot more luminous than my left side, but I prefer having my complexion look more blurred than to have it look luminous. Overall, I am very happy with this powder. I think it is somewhat like magic. Everything applied over it very nicely. I ended up not applying any powder on my left side. I just, right from the foundation, I went in with my highlight, bronzer, and blush, and I didn't experience any skipping or patchiness or just even dragging on another side of my face. So I think this is definitely really good. I'm very happy that I did end up picking this up. I really love it. But I've got to tell you, that product is not going to work for all skin tones, unfortunately. But who knows? Hey, if you're a lighter skin tone and you've used this, let us know how it works out for you and what's your preferred technique with this. Now, before we go, I did want to point out, I did not use that powder to set my concealer. I just very lightly, with a different brush, used my Huda Beauty Easy Bake setting powder. This is my favorite one for under the eye, and I specifically only focused it in this area right here because I was testing out the powder everywhere else. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed my video and my little review on the Sisley Blur Expert powder. If you haven't yet, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button before you go so you do not miss out on any of my future videos. Thanks again for stopping by. Until next time.